Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the All Vulgar podcast. The title in making. We're still trying to figure out a name. Might actually stick to it because kind of it rolls off the tongue with a lot of olds in it. What? Anyway, I'm Nathan, the creator of All Vulgar, with my co-star.
Caleb,
There
how
you
we
go,
doing?
and that a boy.
Me, your boy.
So we haven't done a podcast in a while. We've been doing a lot of different episodes and a lot of different stuff going on, and we've finally decided to try to make this more a consistent thing. We're gonna try to bring this more to you. Believe me, our schedules are a little snug as it is. So
Doing our
yeah,
best.
yeah, well, we're gonna bring you guys up to speed on what's been going on and try to bring everything to light on progress and what we're doing, and you know, keep we're very transparent people, and we're going to keep everything honest and uh, going forward, and going to try to make it more upfront and ahead than rather being at last minute. So, Caleb, how you been doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Working a lot and probably looks like I'm going to be working a lot more, unfortunately. Thankfully, though,
Yeah,
like probably after 6, I'll still have like that free time or whatever, but it looks like I'll be working a lot more hours
you're
between my
working
two
from what?
jobs.
You're working from like what, 6 to 6 or something?
Pretty much.
Yeah, unfortunate. It is what it is. Well, I mean, I would say how you doing. I literally just saw you. For those of you guys don't know, this guy's a big Halo nerd. Is from you guys seen from the other videos, but he also has a. I want. Would you consider your Funko Pop collection massive? Obviously, you've seen a lot more,
I
but
would say pretty massive. I mean, it started off with one that I had like in high school, and then once I started like making my own money like years down the line, because I used to think like Funko Pops were done dumb except for the one that I had, and because I didn't know it was a Funko Pop, I thought because it was like when they made Funko Pops like a different style, and then they started making Funko Pops of like um of things that I would actually like, and I was just like, you know what? They're like collectible little statues. That's how I like to see them as. So
right, and they're not
um
massive or bulky, so they're well. Some of them are
yeah, so
like they're very easy to put somewhere, basically.
yeah, so I
Like
was
I
just
don't
like,
know
you
if
know
you've
what?
ever
I'm gonna
seen
start
that.
collecting them.
I don't know if you've ever seen that, but people like who like build computers and stuff, they put their Funko Pops in the computer. Like that makes like the art style and stuff of that so much like clean because it like on a glass case for a computer, you see like a
Yeah,
Funko Pop like a normally because most people go with like a white case or a black case, so they go with like Darth Vader or like a stormtrooper or like
yeah,
sometimes even like a snowman or something.
yeah.
It's like it just makes the aesthetic for like a pre-built or not pre-built custom computer like so much better because even that small statue is like a huge thing for like the aesthetic of a computer. But anyway, I saw I saw you a little bit earlier because this man, I sent him a picture today. He goes, I was like, hey, look what they have at. I went to this comic book store with my wife and we went shopping and stuff. Decided we had a lot of free time. My first day off since Monday, and we were like, oh, let's go to the mall. We'll go to a comic book store. We'll go to lunch, whatever. Cool. We go to the comic book store. I get a couple comics, and I see this big ass like my, My Hero Academia Funko Pop, and it was fucking huge. And I remember you talking about it, and so that's the reason why I seen the picture. I was like, oh man, it's pretty cool. Oh wait, this is the one you fucking mentioned earlier about it.
Yep, it's the Infinite Deku when he has Eerie tied to his body so that he can stay at 1 million, or infinite, I guess we should
Right,
say, his infinite one
right.
for
And,
all.
and some of you guys may or may not know it's anime. That's what
Yeah.
My Hero Academia is. It's an
And also
anime character. Yeah.
I just counted all my Funko Pops and I have 41.
I guess that's okay.
Not including
I
my, well, I mean, compared to like others where like they collect like one of like every
three,
single
four,
like
five, six, seven.
game, movies, all that stuff. Like they collect they try to collect them as much as possible and stuff like that.
Right.
Where I only collect like ones of something I'll play that usually video games that I play or animes that I watch or
Yeah, they're
something.
like cool collectibles, like something you
Yeah.
enjoy like having.
Yeah.
That's basically I just counted in my room alone. So I collect Funko Pops too. I have 18 in here. Then probably, oof, my wife has a lot of the Pokemon. She almost has. I think she's missing Rattata and uh Ponyta as like the original Pokemon. We don't have the silver ones or anything. Oof, that's probably at least another 18, 20. So we're basically right behind you. So,
Right. I
uh,
think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 Halo ones and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 Dragon Ball ones. And
yeah.
then I have a lot of My Hero ones. And then I have like a miscellaneous ones. Like I have like 5 Sonic ones. Some rare ones. Like I have like
I mean,
one
I
from
would.
Portal.
So would you? I mean, obviously the Portal one, but would you consider because who you are and what you enjoy? Would you consider like? Would you consider Sonic as miscellaneous,
Well,
like extra, basically?
no,
Because
not
I know
really.
you got like some Kingdom Hearts ones, Digimon one, a couple. I think you had. I mean, would you consider like your Dragon Ball Z ones like miscellaneous?
No. I I would consider like the My Hero ones, the Dragon Ball ones, and the Halo ones to be like the bigger of my collection.
Right.
Not
So
that
if
I
you had to
don't
give
like
up
Sonic, but
so if you had to give up your top three like franchise Funko Pops, which one would you give up?
uh honestly, My Hero.
What? I'd give up. Well, no, you got that Vegito Funko Pop. That one's pretty lit.
Yeah, that Vegeta one's cool, and the two Goku ones I have is really cool. And
Yeah.
I have the Jumbo Shenron.
Oh right, you got. I forgot. I always forget you have that. Like
And
I'm not
then I
even
have
kidding. When I saw you earlier, I was like, oh yeah, you fucking have that. Because you brought it up,
yeah,
you're
and
like,
then I
damn, it's
have
bigger than Shinron. I was like, what the fuck? I keep
yeah, and
forgetting.
then I have the Goku Black Super Saiyan Rose one that you gave me, and then I have
I didn't give
I'm
you that.
assuming it's Goku going in. Yeah, you did.
I gave you the Super Saiyan Goku one.
No, no, no. The statue. I'm talking about statue. Like I have the
Oh,
statues to
well,
go
no,
with the Funko
right.
Pops.
No, I'm saying like just Funko Pops, not statues.
Oh,
Like if you had to give up those three, like the Halo, the Dragon Ball Z Funko Pops, or what was the other top three?
it'd be My Hero.
Still, damn,
Yeah.
damn, Rip Chanel's Funko Pops.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah. So I hung out with them earlier, and we're. I mean, normally what we do in the beginning of the show, we also go over what games we've been playing. I mean, I guess we'll start with you. What games have you been playing, and what you've been doing lately?
So I've been playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order a lot. I started to like I wanted to get myself like in not necessarily into Star Wars more, but just like I don't know, I've been in like a Star Wars mood lately and I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to play this game. I always hear good things about it, so I wanted to play it and I've been slowly been going at it and stuff and it's been really great experience. I've been really enjoying myself playing it and stuff and
Right.
it's a really good game. And then I also, to dive back into like achievement hunting, I went back and downloaded to celebrate like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 coming out in theaters. I downloaded Sonic the Hedgehog 4 episode 1 and 2 and Sonic Adventure 2 to get those achievements from those games that I've been missing. So,
Man, I miss achievement hunting. I'll be honest. Like when I remember when, so, shout out to Achievement Hunter and Rooster Teeth for. I feel like they're the one who started that slogan. Uh, the company who like they were the reason why I even bought Minecraft. To be honest, because I always thought it was
hmm
stupid. Then
hmm
I would watch them play it. I was like, damn, this is really fun. And I was like, oh shit, I'm getting achievements left and right in this game. I'm gonna fucking keep playing. So with achievement hunting, I remember perfecting the original like vanilla Minecraft back in like 2012, 11. Yeah, and it kept updating. I was like, oh damn it. There ain't no way. Fuck. Then with other games, like I think the God, I'm trying to remember the last game I actually perfect like 100%. Damn, it has to be Rogue Company. That's probably the last time I 100% in a game. Pretty sure. I don't remember, to be honest. It's been a long time, but damn, I miss achievement hunting, man. I miss it.
So what games have you been playing?
A lot of Fortnite. A
Oh,
lot,
Fortnite.
like a shit ton. Uh, what was the other?
It Takes
Uh,
Two.
well, I mean, yeah, we've been playing It Takes Two, but we're only like three fucking missions in. I started getting back into Apex. Uh,
Did you? Yeah,
yeah. Uh, it's hard. It's not like
it is.
not like difficult, but it's like God, dude. There's so much like I could literally nitpick that, and I could do the same thing with Fortnite. So Fortnite's not anything special either, but like I could nitpick that game super hard. Like I could literally pick apart that whole game and be like, this is the problems of this game. And granted, it's way better than Warzone by a landslide. By a fucking landslide. But it's like there's still so much problem and bullshit with this game. It's really bad. Anyway, yeah, I've been playing a lot of Fortnite. The new chapter just came out since we're past the not chapter season. Season 2 came out, and it's fun. It's really fun. No building. It brings me back to the old vibes of no builds in the game. Feels
When
good.
people weren't good at it, so people just wouldn't build.
Yeah. I mean, now with everyone returning, it's like super sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, holy shit. Like, I think I have like 20 wins, I think. 21, something like that. 21.
I have
Uh,
a couple.
yeah. It's like, it's really sweaty. But again, it's fun. Like, it's competitive. I'm waiting for the rank to come out because I actually want to try and play ranked. But, you know,
Oh, I would love to play ranked.
yeah,
You and I should do that together.
I'm down.
Same with Apex.
I don't know. I played one rank game last night for Apex just for shits and giggles because everyone who I was talking to yesterday was like everyone's playing Apex. It's like fuck, man. I guess I'll just, fuck it. I'll download it. So I downloaded it again. I actually downloaded it on my computer. I have it downloaded on my Xbox. I downloaded it on my computer, played one game, and I was like, I think it did like 1,000 damage, had like 2 kills, and I got like 107 points. I was like, Jesus Christ, that's all it takes to fucking get points in ranked. I was like, Jesus, this is a rat fest. And what rat means, if no one understands, it's so when you look, when you see a rat, for example, in your house, you see it, it runs, it camps, basically. That's a rat. Not sure if
Hmm.
you knew what that term was. Anyway, yeah, I mean, a lot of things happened since the last podcast, man. It's been a minute. Sonic 2
Yeah,
came.
it
Sonic
kind of
2.
got pushed out. We kind of pushed it back because Sonic 2 came out, and
We wanted to wait, then the
uh,
Halo show and all that shit came
yeah,
out.
and then
Yeah,
then with the Halo show, and just we've both been so busy.
yeah. I mean, that was more of the. We were trying to find like the best time to talk about literally everything, basically. So here we are. That's
And it's a
exact.
good thing we did because we had quite a few of like some surprise drops that randomly dropped in the middle of April or the beginning of April, I should say. So it's a good thing that we did.
Yeah. I mean, going forward. I mean, if we're gonna be talking about this, and we'll talk about this after the podcast as well. I do want to try to, as a standard, I'd like to try to do this every 2 weeks. We're gonna, and again, for the record, at some point in our position, we will be able to do this every 2 weeks, then eventually every week. So that way, it'll be constantly updated, and we'll have at least one podcast. Again, right now, going forward, it's going to be 1 month. Eventually, it'll lead into twice a month, and hopefully once every week. Again, not anytime soon, but just letting you guys know that at some point there will definitely be a more updated podcast schedule.
Speaking of schedules, I sent you a list of everything I wrote down that we're talking about today.
Oh, smart. Probably should have sent. How do you? How do you still have that old picture of me? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Dude, what is up with your phone? Oh my god, that's when I had COVID. That's
It's
what
it's
the
just your
fuck?
messenger bubble. I don't know.
What we're talking about is we, we so he sent me a message on Facebook and I see the bubble that he was talking about and it's literally when I had COVID back in January 4 months ago.
Well, it's still not updating, so
That's your phone, bro. That is,
it's
I'm,
messenger's fault, not my fault.
I'm actually curious what my wife's picture is of me. Anyway, on her phone, because on my phone with you, it's your actual picture, the one that you recently uploaded with the Spartan armor or whatever.
Yeah.
So, damn, that was pretty fucking funny. Anyway, I was getting into it. Those topics that we've been going over, basically everything that we never brought into the podcast that we were supposed to do, and we're going over now. So go ahead, Caleb.
I apologize. So let's get into it. We watched Sonic 2 last Friday,
Yeah, we did. Yes, sir.
and it was so good. So I know you weren't there the first time that I watched it, and I kind of wish you were because you should have seen my reaction. Which, by the way, spoilers if you haven't already seen the movie, and I know it's been out for a week now, but or at least as of this recording, it's been out for a week now. So if you haven't seen it yet, here's your warning. uh, I literally was like moving like back and forth like in my chair like when Supersonic uh showed up.
Well,
Like I
you
was
didn't have to get
I
that
was
far.
like,
You didn't have to get that far. We could have just talked about the movie. Then we could have led into the
oh,
spoilers. But I guess we'll talk about the
well,
spoilers first. Fuck it.
my bad. I was like, oh my God. I was like, holy shit, oh my God. I was freaking the fuck
Can
out,
can you
dude. I
imagine?
was so excited.
Jesus Christ! Can you imagine if it was the original design of Supersonic like that?
Oh my God, I would cry. Don't even. I still think that there's like an actual original build of the movie, like with
The first
OG
one.
Sonic. Yeah,
I mean, I hope there is. I'll be down.
and I'm curious
I'll
to
be
see
down to
what
watch
Tails
it.
would have looked like.
Yeah. I just want to see.
Not the
No,
fucking meme shit that they put him in, but like his
yeah,
actual
the
design.
like dead rat or something that
Yeah,
was in the
him in a
plane.
plane,
Yeah.
him in a plane.
Yeah, that's
Um,
that'd be interesting. But again, it's like I will because again, it's a really shit design.
it was.
It was a really bad design.
Even your
However,
wife, who like she watched, like she didn't even watch the first movie, and then like we showed her the movie, and then we showed her the trailer afterwards. She was like, "What the fuck was this?" Like,
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. But again, it was a really bad design. But again, if they're really going to push for that design, like going forward, would the movie be different from what the second one was? I
I
wonder.
mean, I I don't think it would have made as much,
I
honestly,
I
with
mean,
the
honestly,
redesign.
I don't think there wouldn't have been a second one. Just straight up, I don't think that
Yeah,
I don't think a second one would have been made.
I agree.
So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, just seeing. Oh God, I wonder if you go on Google and try to find Sonic's original design as Supersonic would be see if that's a thing. But
Or somebody might try to do like a fan art of like what it would have looked like type of
right,
deal.
right. I mean, if we're talking about spoilers, we'll just get this one out of the way. Shadow will be in 3, I guess.
Yeah,
So
which I have some theories about for the third one already.
so
But before we jump too far ahead, let's talk about the movie.
I mean, no, we already covered one spoiler. Might as well keep talking about the spoilers.
Fine.
That's your
Shit,
fault.
yeah. I know. I'm sorry. I was so excited.
So Shadow's the post credit scene, and he looks good. He looks really
He
good.
does.
He looks very very good. I would love to. Uh, I'd love to see someone. I want to know who's voicing him. That'd be an interesting conversation. Like,
Twi- Twitter was going around saying that Keanu Reeves would sound good
right,
as
right.
Shadow,
That
and I sent you that clip of him. I don't know why the people put music in because it kind of ruins it. Um, but Keanu Reeves, like just like hearing him voice over like as Shadow, like I think it would sound really good.
Yeah. I mean,
Honestly,
that'd
I
that'd
think
be.
Keanu Reeves would be
I
perfect
mean,
for it.
I didn't watch it. I think I was also. I think I sent it to you after you sent it to me for some reason. Um, because I have a
I can send
tendency
it
to
to
do
you
that.
again if you want to watch it real quick. It's 13 seconds long.
I'll find it, but we'll keep talking.
I sent it to you.
So we were like, I mean, looking at him coming out from that chamber, he looks very good. Honestly,
Yeah, he does.
he looks very deep. Like, one of the things I will personally show respect in to the artist team who and the visual team who put so much time and effort into the detail of the animated characters. Like, Tails look good, Sonic look good, Knuckles look good, even Eggman's robot looked great. Like, certain environments, obviously some were CG. They looked real. They looked like they were a part of the world, basically. Like, shout out to them. Like, honestly, they were very. It was a very very good. Like, they put a lot. You could tell like they put a lot of time into this. All right, I'm gonna watch this clip.
Uh, so, um,
Where is he? They know you're coming. Of course. But it won't
Okay, I could definitely see it.
yeah. So, um, so the movie starts off with like, uh, Eggman being stuck on the mushroom planet, and he builds like this satellite thing, and basically sends out like a signal, and um, he gets like knocked out. Although I think in that process he like didn't actually get knocked out. Like he woke up, made those traps, knew those people were coming, and then like went back in place type of deal. And then when
Mhm.
those people came through, which they were actually like human-like, and they were wearing all bird-like helmets, like they were like metallic like armor and stuff, and they had like fucking like futuristic weapons. But they were also like on Knuckles' side, so I'm like and they were only like they weren't even mentioned. They were just like in that one scene, and it was just really kind of weird. Like I wish they kind of would have explained who those were, who they were.
Right.
At the very least, they could have like made other echidnas, but whatever. I don't know who those people were. I really don't.
Right. I mean, I have no idea either. I mean, you're definitely more of a Sonic guy than I am, so I have no idea. I mean, some type, and this was the other thing too. Like, when you see, and I don't know, was it? I don't know if it was you who told me this, or maybe I watched a video. Most of the lines that Jim Carrey has been doing has been all like off script, apparently. Like,
That's how he
supposedly.
rolls. This is how he rolls.
This is how he rolls,
If you haven't seen the movie, that's a reference.
Mr. Stone. Um, but it was again, and I said this. I remember us talking about it. I mean, I think number two, like, it's rare for animated movies, especially, to be better than the original because it was like an original idea,
hmm
whatever. Like, I would say the second one is way better than the first one by
Right.
like
Like I still love the first one, but the second one was so much better.
right. Like, I think this movie like is so much better like by a landslide basically. Like, I mean, I think the first Sonic like a 7, whatever, 7,
hmm
6.5 or whatever. Like, I would give this movie like an 8, honestly. Like, it's a very strong sequel to a great series, I guess, because now we all know there's gonna be a third one because of the success of the second one.
Hmm.
So, like as a series, like it's great. It's a very very good movie. So,
Can I point out
mm-hmm,
two things?
mm-hmm.
So everyone was complaining about Eggman flossing. Um,
I don't.
one,
Okay,
well, I'm saying like other people, like one, the reason he did that is because he saw Sonic do it, and that's literally his obsession. Like that is the whole, like that's Eggman's drive, is to one up Sonic.
right. Oh, because
Because if
he,
he can,
yeah, because Sonic flossed in the first one, then he flossed. Oh, okay, okay. Now I get it why he did it. Okay,
yeah. So he did that to Knuckles to like he did it to Knuckles like to get him like hey like I can show you around like how to get around Earth and stuff like that. But like the reason he did it is because like he wants him to help him destroy the hedgehog, which is his obsession. Like that's all Eggman wants
right,
to do is
right.
destroy Sonic.
Like he's remember Sonic even says like, I live in this guy's head rent free.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah, I mean, again, it's the small little details which makes a big, great movie. Like stuff like that, where like Sonic flossed in the first one, Eggman did it because Sonic did it, and Eggman is trying to beat Sonic at everything, so he's able to floss too. Basically, like if
mhm,
anything you can do, I can do better.
right.
Basically,
Um, and then I forget what the second thing was going to be. But I watched it for I so uh oh, I remember what I was gonna say. The reason why I hold this movie up to such a higher standard and why I liked it so much
because of bias.
is because growing up, like like I was that kid on the playground that was like always different. Like everybody always like watched fucking SpongeBob or something, and I first of all I hated SpongeBob growing up. Like SpongeBob got it had a TV
SpongeBob hated
show, it
you.
got movies, it got games, it got merch, it got toys, and then there's me who likes Sonic, where all I had was like Sonic or was games and comic books and
And Sonic TV show, TV
occasionally
shows,
occasionally a TV show, but it wasn't like something that like ran for like 20 fucking years
right?
and at this point. And um I didn't even get my first shirt until I was like fucking 10. And it was very rare before I found like a second shirt. Like I think I waited like 2 years to find like another type of Sonic shirt. It was just finding that type of merch was just so rare. And same with toys, just finding that type of merch was so rare. And so to finally be able to get a movie that just does so well. I mean, the opening weekend, like the first 3 days, it made $72 million in the box office. Opening weekend. That's the
Right,
biggest opening for a video game movie ever. So,
right. And again, like you can tell, like they learned from people roasting them on like you're making a terrible mistake on making this design. They go, you know what they did? They went back and fixed it, and they're listening. They took their time and their care. There's a lot, and I mean a lot. Like so, I mean you've been doing it too. So I've been going back and watching Sonic X
hmm
on Hulu, and like I notice a lot of comparisons between Sonic X and the Sonic movie. And I've noticed, if I've been watching clips and stuff on like the Sonic show, like the older one, not Sonic X. I think it's just Sonic the Hedgehog show or Sonic
yeah,
Adventures, right? I don't remember what it's called.
yeah,
Um, I've been seeing clips on that, and like, there's a lot of mix between that that hedgehog and Sonic X hedgehog mixing like together, which makes the movie. Like there's a lot, like the attitude, the personalities. He even references the Sonic Adventure 2 logo, which was awesome. That was super dope. I don't know if you caught that. Um, then they reference like a lot of like the like relationships between like Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic and Tails and uh like a lot of personality traits with Sonic and stuff. Like it was a lot of mixture between like those, the humor, the attitude, the charisma, the personality. Then they add like the human aspect with Tom and you know the side story stuff. I actually thought it was a more thought out movie than the first one. Basically,
Which kind of pisses me off with like critics, and I understand critics are critics, whatever, but a lot of people were like pissed off that like they were focusing like some were pissed off that they were focusing too much on the humans, and then some were pissed off that they weren't focusing enough on the humans. And I
right?
was like, why?
Which
Like, I thought there was a happy medium. Like, I don't.
and again, it's what you're right, and again, like you also got to like look at it. It's like it's their job to be critics. Like it's literally they get paid to do that, which is a dumb. It doesn't bother me as much because I'm not towards biased towards Sonic and shit like that. But I also get like I understand your side too. It's like this is a great movie. This is something that everyone should watch at least once. Give it a shot, especially if you had any you know nostalgia for Sonic. Just watch the movie, right?
Mhm.
But
Which
at the same time, they're like on their defense too. It's like the human side realistically was the downfall of the movie. They put so much detailed storytelling and writing for the human side or the Sonic side, and you know they're Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Eggman shit. Then the humans were basically an afterthought. Well, they're. I feel like what they're saying is the balance wasn't there between the
the
two.
only the
But
only
again,
thing
but again, it's a fucking Sonic movie. Like who gives a
right
shit?
the
Fuck the
only thing that
humans.
kind of bothered me was what
Fuck them
happened with
kids.
Randall and Rachel after they decided to actually stay in love and because Randall was, spoiler alert, he was a gun agent, and so was all his friends. After it was found out that it was all set up so that they
What
could get
was
close to Sonic.
what does gun stand for in that?
Uh, uh,
I'm gonna look that up.
Global United something. Global
What
Unit.
does gun stand for in Sonic? The Guardians Units of Nations.
Yeah, Guardian Units of Nations or something like that.
Jesus Christ. Hell, that's a terrible name. Anyway, so I mean, again, it's a good movie. I would wish everyone uh to at least watch it once. Be cool. I mean, speaking,
Yeah,
if we're gonna keep talking about Sonic, we're also gonna talk about Knuckles and how they announced
right. Which
that he's gonna get a movie. Is it a movie or a show?
okay, with the Knuckles getting his own show.
Or is that gonna be playing? What is it gonna be? Paramount Plus, I imagine.
I assume.
Yeah,
Um, with Idris Elba obviously being the lead, which he did great, by the way. He did phenomenal, and honestly, he had some of the best lines. Like, it's my favorite part is the
reminded
dot
me he
dot 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 dot. I loved that part. That's oh, he was
he
great.
reminded me a lot of Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, tell me I'm wrong about that,
No,
right?
you're right. But
Right?
he is so especially towards the end of the movie. Like he was so wholesome. Like when he started opening up to like Sonic and Tails and like he was it was great. I loved him.
Yeah.
Also, the Knuckles show, it better be called and Knuckles.
Why?
It's a huge missed opportunity if they don't call it and Knuckles.
And like A and D.
Yeah, like and. that's a running joke like in the Sonic community, like because there's
Like
the game
oh,
called
like
Sonic
Sonic
and
and
Knuckles.
Knuckles. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they run like something and Knuckles and or something and Knuckles
Right.
and
Basically.
and
Yeah. So basically, he's like the side. He's like, oh yeah, and Knuckles. Like here's an afterthought. Basically.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean that. I mean I'll watch it. I'm not gonna say I'm not. I'll fucking watch it. We'll do videos on it. I'm down.
Uh, so before we move on from Sonic entirely, do you want to hear my theories real quick on Sonic 3 potential?
Sure.
So Jim Carrey said that he might retire, uh, and might not do movies anymore. So Sonic 2 might be his last movie ever, which the producers of Sonic have already said that they will not replace Jim Carrey as Eggman.
Right.
So if Jim Carrey doesn't come back for Sonic 3, one of two things is going to happen. One of two things is going to happen. Uh, either either they will kill him off, which is why like that ending scene of him falling out of the Death Egg robot makes sense. Either he does come back in Sonic 3, which I hope he does come back for Sonic 3, honestly, because like his humor, his charisma, and everything is going to be very missed. Or they'll kill him off, and Agent Stone will replace Eggman, not replace Eggman, but will take the mantle and
Right.
basically be the villain. And like he's going to take all of Eggman's plans, and because he idolizes Eggman, and so he's going to follow through with his plans and stuff. And like I'm doing this for you type of thing.
Right. I mean that would make sense.
Um,
That would actually make a lot of sense.
yeah. So that's my theory on that. Um, which I think Stone is a funny character. He does have some funny lines when he does talk and stuff like that. But nowhere near like Jim Carrey level.
Right.
Um,
I mean, it's
so
it's two different types of comedy, basically.
yeah. Um, you know how like when Sonic 2 was announced, we thought only Tails was going to be in it, like nobody else. And then
Right.
they were just like, "Hey, Knuckles is here too." Um, so not only do I think Shadow obviously is going to be in the third one, I think they're also going to bring in Rouge to be on the bad guy's side.
Yeah.
So since you're watching through Sonic X, what Rouge does is she actually works for Gun, but this also happens in Adventure 2. She works for Gun, but she infiltrates and works for Eggman and helps out Eggman and Shadow, um, like to steal the Chaos Emeralds and do all that stuff.
Right.
So I think Rouge is going to get introduced,
Uh,
and maybe even Omega as well. But that might be a hard read on that is Omega coming into play. Um,
there's Omega. Okay, no,
the robot,
Sonic.
you could look him up.
Oh, what the fuck? I
Yeah,
didn't know that was his
yeah,
name. Oh,
yeah,
E123. That's it. That's how I know him.
yeah. He's on Team Dark.
Yeah.
That's why I said that because Sonic has Tails and Knuckles, and then obviously Shadow is going to need Rouge and someone else. If not
Right.
Omega, then maybe a Metal Sonic as well. But I think that'll kind of be kind of weird having like two main villains because Shadow's like a huge villain or counter to Sonic, and so is Metal Sonic. So,
Right.
um,
I
which
also
Has always been one of those games where it's worked with multiple characters. So it's not like where uh, I can't really think of a show to compare it to where it has too many characters, but you know what I'm trying to say.
right.
The other theory is bringing in Amy. Uh,
I feel like Amy will be in the third one. However, it's gonna be like a very quick introduction, basically. Like, oh yeah, like Tom will do like the intro, like a lot of things has happened since last time you guys saw us, and Tails and Knuckles came in. Then a few weeks later, Amy showed up, and uh, like, oh, we've been living. Our house is getting pretty crowded. Then
yeah,
lead into the fight with Shadow. So it's either gonna be like either the third one is gonna be the last one, or the third one is going to be like the like a huge spinoff where they go from like fighting a giant robot in two to fighting Shadow, then fighting fucking the asteroid in space in three. Like that's
It's
from
actually
like
not an asteroid, it's actually a moon.
whatever,
Just saying.
which is an asteroid, by the way.
Fuck you.
Anyway, uh,
Um, Soap shoes. So in Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic gets new shoes, which are the soap shoes, which allows him to grind on
mm-hmm,
rails and stuff. I'm thinking like Puma's gonna do like a new sponsorship where he like gets new shoes, and obviously they're gonna do this in a new way where Tails upgrades his shoes to keep up with Shadow.
right.
Maybe. Who knows? But
That's
I feel like that's
yeah, it's
something that's gonna
possible.
happen. Yeah. Um, so one of two things are gonna happen at the very end of Sonic 3, which at the end of Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow dies, which I
Mm-hmm,
hope they don't kill him off, which the only reason they brought him back was because of fan service. So I don't think they're gonna kill him off, but it's possible that they could do like a whole Sonic Adventure 2 type of deal where they kill him off and then they bring him back.
mm-hmm,
And then you know how Tom and Maddie adopted Sonic?
mm-hmm.
I think Maddie's sister is going to adopt Shadow.
Ugh, that'd be a weird night. Oh my god, then Shadow gets his
Think
own
about
TV
it
show.
though, because you know Shadow how like his whole thing with Maria,
Mm-hmm.
like how she's a girl and like how he like his whole purpose was like protecting her and then she was killed and that's his whole revenge thing on humans. He's gonna end up like doing the same thing for her. Like JoJo, the little girl, is gonna play a huge part in 3, and Shadow like ends up turning good, and it's all because of JoJo.
What if she says like she goes, "Oh yeah, my name's JoJo, but you can call me Marie or whatever Sonic's or Shadow's name character was. Is it Maria? Marie?
Maria.
Yeah, Maria. What if like that's her actual name? She just likes to be called JoJo. Wouldn't that blow your shit? That'd
That'd be weird.
be fucking cool. Like how fucking when Mary Jane and fucking uh or
No way home.
Michelle Jones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mary Jane? No, Michelle Jones. We get it. You're fucking MJ. We get it. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities of Sonic 3. I'm looking forward to it. All right, we gotta
Yeah.
move on.
But
We've been talking
okay.
Sonic way too much.
Alrighty.
We can talk about one of the other big things that happened this week.
Your mic's doing a weird thing, by the way.
What's it doing?
Motorcycling is what it sounds like.
Is it fixed?
Yes.
Oh, not sure what's going on. And so we're talking through the an app to communicate because I was gonna wait till the end of the podcast, but I guess I'll talk about it now. Um, so we have to talk through the Xbox app to do this podcast, so I can record. And this app is so shit that it leads into some weird static noise. I'm not sure why. It just does. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but it's not my mic. It's literally it's the app. I promise. Like Discord doesn't do it. Facebook call doesn't do it anyway. Um, so I was gonna wait to the end of this, but since you brought that up, uh, here shortly we'll be able to do a podcast face to face and hopefully maybe get some cameras or something involved so we can actually do a podcast instead of talking through an app. I have I'm in the process of getting one already, a microphone, so I'll have another one on the way, hopefully. So
Did
yay!
uh so Kingdom Hearts 4 got dropped.
What do you mean dropped? The
Not
trailer?
dropped, but a trailer.
Yeah,
Trailer.
that's literally what we're.
Trailer for Kingdom 4.
That's literally.
Kingdom Hearts 4
That's
randomly
literally.
got dropped.
Yeah, that's literally, it wasn't random. It was the 20-year anniversary for Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, but we didn't expect there to be a fourth one.
True. I mean, they're kinda. I was kind of expect. Have you played 3?
I haven't.
Yeah, then how would you know,
Everyone,
motherfucker?
from what I've heard, everyone says that 3 kind of concludes the whole story.
It does not.
Um,
I don't know who the fuck told you
it's
that.
I just seen a TikTok on it. That's all I'm
I
saying,
I can
and that
I
fans
can
are
t-
upset about it. That's
I
all I'm saying.
I can tell you it does not. I don't know
I don't
who
care that much.
you man, you don't so you have Sonic, you have Halo. You don't understand with Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts has had 3 mainline games in the past
hmm
19 years technically.
And all your spin-off games are dog shit, so
No, they're not. Some of them are.
majority.
Yeah,
Fine, some of them.
majority. Just like never mind. Not going to get into that. Sonic
Okay,
Unleashed.
so
Anyway,
that's like one of the best ones. What do you mean? How
trash
dare
Wolverine,
you?
fucking
You're
werewolf
trash.
Sonic,
Fucking garbage. Fuck you. You're just
werewolf
mad because a jazz band doesn't come into play every time you face enemies.
werewolf Sonic.
Your mic's doing that thing again, by the way.
Well, you can deal with it, so you can shut up. How about that,
Sounds
motherfucker?
like a motorcycle. I just hope it doesn't interfere with like it doesn't.
I don't.
It's not being
I don't
recorded.
understand why it does that. I
That's all
hope
I'm
it.
telling you.
I know that. I don't know why it does that. To be
So
honest.
people are saying that they saw like an AT-AT or AT whatever Star Wars leg like in the trailer. Which if they did, this could mean that not only since Disney owns Star Wars and Marvel, that we could possibly see those integrated into the Kingdom Hearts universe.
Yeah, so I saw that too, and they're
Which,
using
how do
it.
you feel about that?
I
If that's
don't.
possible.
I don't really care.
Mm.
I mean, they gotta. So I mean, it's been a couple years, so I don't give a shit. So I'm
I
gonna
feel like it'd be very weird though. Like
I'm gonna
it's
spoil Kingdom Hearts
because
3,
those
so to
are.
cover your ears. I'm gonna talk.
Oh,
I'm gonna talk to the audience.
I'll
Basically,
just
well,
take my headset off for 2 seconds.
okay. The problem with Kingdom Hearts 3, there's not enough combat. Most of the worlds suck, and the only good thing about that whole game, the it looked good. The series, the whole story was more concluding, but it wasn't finished, and the combat was very good. That's it. I'm done. Hey,
Okay.
look, I'm back. Okay,
Did you have a chance to watch Morbius?
no,
Okay, moving on.
I convinced my wife not to purchase the tickets.
Okay. You were just
I
you were just like, no, it's bad. You were just
I told I
we
told her
have
I
to go see it, but but you like winked under, like you were just
yeah,
like, don't do it.
yep, pretty
Like,
much.
yeah, we should totally go see this movie. Don't do it.
No, I was more like, she's like, I really want to go see Morbius. And I was like, oh yeah, I kind of want to see it too. Fuck, I don't
Did
want to
you
see this
see
goddamn
have
movie.
you
Fuck.
have you seen like that clip of like Peter where she's like, Peter, you can join us for book club, and he's or like, would you like to? And he's like, oh boy, would I? And he like snaps his neck.
He goes, oh okay, snaps his
Yeah.
neck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, that was me basically. The best memes are the like when you need to fight someone in uh when you need to fight someone or when you're two Saiyans needing to fight you need to fight and no one else is around. It's a fucking movie theater with playing Morbius. It's like it was like Goku and Vegeta fighting, and they're literally in a theater fighting with no one else in the seats. That's my favorite one so far. But no, I did not watch it because
Well, that's okay.
I imagine I don't miss much. So
Um, can I summarize it?
sure.
Not summarize it, but not to spoil it if you do want to watch it. But this is just one of the lines from the movie. Like towards the end for the final battle, he's like making this serum that's um, because like somebody he knows can also turn into like a bat person, and so he like makes this like lethal injection like serum that like he makes 2 of them, and it's an antidote that he's gonna like give to the person that will kill them, and he makes one for him because he's running out of time because like fake blood isn't working for him anymore, and soon he's gonna go like on a killing streak type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And um he's like he explains to like his like doctor assistant, he's like, this is lethal for bats, but it's deadly to humans. And it's like, that's the same thing.
Right. I mean, I
You
guess
like, who
yeah.
wrote this? Like,
Yeah, pretty much. I
who
was
wrote this?
I was trying to find that quote online to see if it was there, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's there. He's like, this is lethal to bats, but it's deadly to humans. And I was like, what?
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 What? Yeah, I don't
I
really.
was like, it was okay. Like, if I had to rate it, it'd be like a 5.5, 6, to be honest.
Yeah, I've been hearing
I said 6.
a lot of four and fives.
So you could talk about the Dragon Ball Super movie because I haven't been super up to speed on it.
I mean, I don't know much. I just know it got leaked. Then they decided to advertise for it. So they're making another Dragon Ball movie. Shocker. It's gonna be more animated, like 3D animated and stuff,
Which
the
I don't
Bro-
know how I feel about that.
like how the Broly movie was, which was pretty okay. Um, and I guess it comes out in June. I mean, I guess it's gonna evolve around Pan and Gohan, I guess, and they're
Yeah, it looks like
introducing like new
it looks
original
like
characters or
Gohan's gonna
something.
have a lot more. It looks like Gohan's gonna have a lot more action, and he's gonna
Super
like be
Saiyan
more
4 Gohan, yeah.
whatever.
Anyway,
But it looks like he's taken up his training with Piccolo, and then obviously Red Ribbon Army plays a part in it
yeah,
again.
probably something to do with Pan, I guess. Who knows?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
and then
it's
Broly's
whatever.
also going to be back into it because they've captured like screenshots of him like training with Goku.
Thank God. I like that Broly more than the original Broly.
Oh fuck! Thank you. Fucking finally somebody says that. Everyone's like,
You know,
first Broly's better.
here's
Like no, like
no,
you're
he's
just
not.
saying that for like strictly fan service. Like that's
No,
all you're saying it for
no.
is just
The
because.
first
Like if
Broly was a monster, sure, but after the first movie, he was hot garbage. Who gives a shit?
it was
Broly died once, cool. Okay, we'll never see that character again because he was a canon character or non-canon character, cool, or a filler character is what people like to call him. Then he comes
mm,
back and makes the second movie, which is again not filler, which is filler. It's not canon. It's not part of the series. Okay, cool. Okay, round two, he fights Gohan, whatever. Because 7 years later, after Goku dies, whatever, cool. Dies again in the sun. Then he gets a fucking cloned by the Red Ribbon Army for no damn reason, and he becomes
not
Goop.
not to mention that this Broly is just like his
There's personality
redesign.
to that motherfucker.
Yeah, there's like his redesign is
Also,
just like his Super Saiyan hair is so much better, and he's stronger.
also,
Like his
the
he can fight
and
on a god level, like Goku's god level.
yeah, which again doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. But the sad truth is, and I'm willing to admit that that he is the closest we are ever going to get to Super Saiyan 4 being canon. That is a fact. He is the Broly as a
I'm sure at some point they'll make it canon.
no. There's no way. Besides Dragon Ball Heroes, which they've been doing for years, no. And like we'll never see Dragon Ball Super Saiyan 4 in a theater sense. Like we'll never see that. And that's I mean I'm willing to swallow that pill. That's fine. But like Broly and this new Broly is literally the closest we're ever gonna get to. And if you don't, do you know the reason why I say that? I don't know if you're that familiar with it.
With what Super Saiyan 4?
No, why this Broly is so close to like Super Saiyan 4, basically.
No.
So the purpose of the Super Saiyan 4 concept, if you take the power of the giant ape, man sized, and you obtain the multiplier of that power, basically. So him being triggered, like they even say, like because his Great Eight form, he's able to obtain his human body
Oh, I see what you.
while
Yeah,
having the same power of the
that's
Great
why he's
Ape.
a legendary super, or that's why he's so strong as a Super
Right.
Saiyan. Yeah,
Exactly.
or
So
yeah,
so him as a concept and he even has the fur. Make his fur green. Put it on his chest. My God, that'd be fucking awesome. He
that's not the
already.
fur though. That's like the ear of like that
I know, but
alien dog.
I'm saying there's fur. I didn't say it was his fur. I'm saying
Yeah,
he's got fur. Fucking like put that fur on his chest, on his body, make his hair, keep his hair black. He'd be awesome. Like my god, that's such a good anyway, whatever. Anyway, yeah, the first Broly sucked. I don't care what anyone says. Fuck him. So anyway, yeah, new movies coming out. We'll see what happens. There was Battle of the Gods. There was this Broly return movie, which is better than Resurrection F, then which is okay. Whatever. So anyway, moving on. I said my venting piece for the for the podcast.
So I guess Brie Larson is going to be in the new Fast and the Furious movie.
I mean, I'll be honest, I have not much to talk about. I watched 9 twice, sadly, and both times it sucked.
I've never seen 9, so
It
I
was
just
fucking terrible.
I like Fast and the Furious, but like yeah, it's starting to get burned out and they're running out of ideas. And I feel like
Yeah,
the
we just,
rocket ship car was just kind of like
that was like the I
what
was
the
like,
fuck?
yeah, it was like, okay, that's enough,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah,
And so like I
yeah,
still want to see it just
that
because, but like I'm just
yeah,
kind of like,
9,
ugh.
like I would not pay money to go. I mean, luckily it went straight to fucking HBO Max, I think. Maybe, I don't remember because of COVID, but my god, that movie sucked shit. That movie was so goddamn terrible.
Well,
Jesus Christ,
you
dude.
haven't seen Morbius, so
Oh, no, 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 no. I could tell you Fast 9 was terrible. Like, oh my god, dude. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking.
so Bungie's starting to do some working from home,
Yeah, I
doing
applied.
doing remote work.
Yep, I applied. I would love to be a tester. That'd be one of the cool. I mean, again, it would be with the right company, but I mean, I applied. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I did. Bungie, if you're listening, hit me up. Respond to my application. I'm down.
Right now, they're only doing certain states, and then they're going to eventually branch out into other states and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, let me be the first
I
one
guess if you're
outside
looking
of those
for a
states.
job, apply for Bungie. I'm not 100% sure what the jobs are. But
I mean, a lot of those require degrees or some type of certification. Testers don't. I'll be down. Just tell me you want
um,
you tell me you want to play test like, well, I mean, right now they're only working on Destiny, which could be like for future Destiny expansions or balance changes.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Like
Me and my friend are planning on playing through Destiny 2 together, so
like you wouldn't want to like like I was talking to a friend about this, about, imagine work. Okay, we'll use, what's a good example? Think of a really bad game, like a really shitty game that's like it's AAA and it's like, okay, this is.
Anthem,
I mean, honestly, Anthem wasn't even that bad. Honestly, there was,
Battlefield 2042.
sure. And about Anthem, there was just no end game. I mean, there was some bug issues, but like it was a pretty, honestly, I thought Anthem was very good. Anyway,
I did too. I like the whole like jumping into like the robot suits and stuff
flying around was
and all that.
awesome.
Yeah, flying around. I love that shit. It was just
There was no end game. You get max level,
yeah.
then you're just like, then
Not to
what?
mention there was a lot of shit that they took out that was not in the trailer,
Yeah, I
or that
remember that
was in the
too.
trailer but it wasn't in the game, and a lot of people bitched
Anyway,
about that. And
yeah. Anyway, so like,
you know what they
well,
do
so,
to sell?
right, fucking Bioware, gotta love it. Anyway, so like, let's say you're working on like, um, Battlefield 2042. Let's say you're like a tester, or I mean, if there was any. Let's say you're a tester. You play it. You got to be unbiased. You got to write notes, whatever, and you list off all these things that needs to be fixed, or there's issues, or there's some type of scenario that needs to, something that is like, you're in the back of your mind, you're just like, Jesus Christ, this fucking game sucks. Why the fuck am I playing this? Like, why am I getting paid to fucking play this shit ass game? Like, who like could you sit like the reason why I'm bringing this up, like could you sit through playing a game that that it basically isn't made to be released yet and realizing like holy shit this game is gonna flop, like you just know it, like could you
Well,
handle that like mental capacity
I
of
mean,
like
I think there's a difference between like if you're playing a game and like you know it's unfinished. Like I think you go into it with like a different mindset.
right, and it's as a business and I get it, but at the same time like you like why would you risk like I believe and this is just life in general that reputation goes a long way rather than what it, in a short span given to you now. So
Also, when you
like,
said AAA game that failed, by the way, not to interrupt you, but I should have said Cyberpunk 2077.
oh God, I could rip into that all day. I mean,
DOA.
I yeah, pretty much. I mean, I was gonna. Never mind. Never mind. Anyway, so like, no, I what? Never mind. I'm not gonna break into it. Um, like having that concept of like, if you don't speak up and tell them like, hey, this is not a finished game. Fuck this deadline. Push this game back. Let's make this game great and fucking let's make this money.
But it also has to do with like the higher ups and stuff.
Exactly. But if like
Like
if
Cyberpunk is a game that should have been delayed like at least another year, maybe even two.
Cyberpunk shouldn't have been made.
Halo Infinite, as much as I love it, and while it is still good, there
It,
is some stuff that it did not launch with day one, where it could have been pushed back
that's
6 months to a year, and it would have been 10 times better.
the
Um,
I
but that's just my opinion.
I mean I could argue we could argue all day about Halo with Halo Infinite, but I mean regarding like I don't believe Cyberpunk shouldn't have been made. To be honest, it shouldn't. They shouldn't have released trailers. They shouldn't, and they shouldn't have fucking pushed for it. They shouldn't have
I want to know why
advertised,
it took 7 years to fucking make.
and it still flopped. 7 years. 7
Like, how
years
did a game like that take that long to make? Like, when it came out, 360 was still a thing.
exactly. Like when the
Like,
first
Xbox
because
One
they
wasn't
were
even around.
because it was literally transitioning from the 360 to the one. Then they had like okay, well now we got to update the graphics. Then that probably caused more problems. Then they created more. They added more and more and more. They never fixed what was the original problems, which led into complications after complication after complication. I imagine, and I could be wrong about that. Then the next gen came out. By the time Cyberpunk came out, so then they had to push for the 4K 60, and it leads into more bullshit. like, so it's like I mean, anyway, back to the original point. Like, I don't think I like if and I'm not trying to like if Bungie would ever listen to this. I'm just saying like if it was a scenario where if I'm a tester and I realize like this like if let's say Destiny or Anthem or Battlefield was like, okay, this is a massive problem. It is going to shit on our sales. It is not going to work. Like this game is not going to sell. Like I would easily address it. Like I could not put myself be like just 8 more hours and I can move on to the next or like 8 more days and I can move on to the next expansion. Right. Like or
Hmm.
like shit like that. Like I don't think I could ever put myself to that. Granted, I do have problems with Destiny and I'm not afraid to sugarcoat it. But at the same time, it's not like groundbreaking. It's not like one simple bug breaks your game. It's not like it's not one bug gonna corrupt. It's not gonna corrupt your whole file type shit. It's just a lot of monotonous small things which create big problems. So, God, we're only halfway through this.
Yeah, we gotta speed it up here.
uh,
So Elon,
I mean, do you want to
Elon
talk
Musk
about
wants to
that?
buy Twitter.
Yeah, who gives a shit? Fuck him. Moving on.
$43 billion. Yep. Elon Musk wants to buy Twitter.
Yeah.
Dead Space remake for the Dead Space 1 game is
Delayed
delayed
due to
until
probably
2023 for a spring release. And so is Breath of the Wild 2. Breath of the Wild 2 was supposed to release later this year. That got delayed to 2023 as well.
which actually kind of
Don't think I
sucks.
have a definitive date for that. There's also rumors coming out now. I don't know if you've heard this, but there's rumors coming out that the Switch isn't even going to be powerful enough for Breath of the Wild 2.
I mean, they literally keep talking about um, having releasing a new Switch where it pushes like 1440p and or 4K and stuff like that.
I mean, I'd buy.
I probably would too. If you can put it handheld,
Um,
you can put it handheld,
fucking
and
scalpers.
if you put it handheld and it's like 1080 or not like a full 1080 and the bezel isn't fucking like thick as shit on like how the original Switch is, um, and the battery life is longer than 3 hours, yeah, I would fucking be down. I would totally buy it.
Um, so I guess I don't know why I wanted to close on this kind of, but um, if you haven't heard yet, obviously Gilbert Gottfried died,
Rest
or
in
passed
peace.
away. He was best known for voicing characters, a lot of birds. He did the bird for Affleck for a while, the bird in Aladdin, and the bird in Cyber Chase.
Rest in
Um,
peace.
yeah. He
I
also
didn't.
played in episodes of like Fairly Odd Parents,
Yeah.
um,
Oh yeah, he
stuff
did. He
like
was
that.
also in Family Guy. I know he did a few cameos in that.
Yeah.
He was pretty.
Uh,
He was a good dude. He was a little like under. I feel like he was very underrated. I mean, obviously everyone
um,
knew his voice and shit. Oh, and he did a lot of stand-ups for the roast of
yeah,
celebrities
he
and
did a
stuff.
lot of roast stuff.
That was pretty
He
cool.
played in A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Oh yeah.
hmm but may he rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
So I guess it's the end of the episode coming up next month for, guess you said you wanted to plan on doing this 2 weeks.
Yeah. So we
So
we
in
could
two
probably
weeks we're doing this.
yeah we could probably do this at the end of the month. So I mean, if you guys want to stick around, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We'll try to do this in 2 weeks, basically at the end of the month. Don't quote us on it, but we're gonna try to. We were originally gonna do this in the beginning of the month. Stuff came up, spring break, stuff like that, work. But right now, we're gonna try to keep. We're gonna keep doing these. We have other videos lined up and planned to, uh, actually release. So, be on the lookout for that. I mean, you got anything else to chime in with?
Uh, I'm excited for Doctor Strange too.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, basically I mean we could probably wait for that. Well, in 2 weeks, the week of Doctor Strange, we can get this. We can do one right before. Yeah, I'm down.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hell yeah. Okay. All right. Well, see you guys next time, and be sure to follow. We also have social medias. Ain't that right? We also got
Yes,
TikTok,
sir.
which Caleb still has stuff to do with that. But yeah, let us know. Take it easy.